Welcome back to Jesters of Ravenloft, where a group of comedians try to escape the horrors of the mists. Traveling without Dell, the troupe found themselves menaced by the mists, their mounts, and each other. New Rogue was nearly turned to stone forever by Westra Ambereyes before he started riding with Tyler. Shadow Nemesis was disappointed when he realized how helpless his friends were, even though they thwart him constantly. And General Tyler desperately tried to keep the team from killing each other or dying after Dell was carried away by a giant owl. Will New Rogue only use his magical wet rock for good? Will Shadow Nemesis get through Corntown without killing someone? And will Dell return from her owl-based kidnapping alive and unharmed? I doubt it.
Hello, friends, and welcome to this week's recording of Jesters of Ravenloft. Right now, we have all 4 players, which could not be true in 10 minutes. Who knows what fate has given us? But we have everybody right now. We're very excited to be here. Yeah. Before we dive in, I will give a very, very brief recap. We have officially, at this point, reached the time where I have to be like, there's 100+ episodes. I can't do a 10-minute intro for myself, for these players, or for
Yay.
before. Yeah. The comedy sketch troupe Wet Change plus their stage manager Dell were performing at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival when they were sucked into Ravenloft. They'd accidentally been summoned by the god Ezra of the Mists and were forced to defeat Dark Lords to take their place to be able to set themselves free and Ezra free from being trapped inside Ravenloft. Each of them chose their own class. They changed. They had gifts and curses. Tyler has become a blade singer. He is a wizard that gets up close and personal, swinging a giant stone sword covered in teeth. He's also green. He's got lustrous flowing hair, horns, and a pinky he can remove. There is Dell, who is a bard, a visual bard, using the power of her artistry in real life as well as just overall visual talents, and she can talk to ghosts now, and they can talk to her, sometimes being helpful and sometimes being harmful. There is Guy Bradford, who died, and his body was brought back to life and had no memories whatsoever of the before time, so he's renamed himself New Rogue and is a cleric of Ezra, swearing himself to the god of the mists to be able to protect his friends and do the right things. He's also got spectral glowing limbs from his elbows to his hands, knees to his feet, his eyes. He kills everything he touches except for his goat Jack Magnum that he loves. And there is Adam, who became Shadow, who became Shadow Nemesis, who arguably was internally Crispy Chris, we discovered, who has gone from being a nice, normal boy to an incredibly murderous Saturday morning cartoon villain with multiple personalities. And the evil one is the dominant one. He got himself a venom-like symbiote. He also has a RoboCop suit of armor, so he can eat brains, he can climb walls. He's a barbarian channeling the power of his deathless rage. And everybody has kind of a best friend or an assistant of some kind at this point. Shadow Nemesis has the Dr. Deputy, though he's currently working for other people, a tiny evil squire. Dell is best friends with Rumple Foreskin, a bone horse, and she also has a demonic girlfriend, the succubus Lucretia Sanguine, who is currently in hell as far as Dell knows. Tyler has Ivan, his bat familiar, who can also live inside a doll body, but Tyler quit the show. And then there's also Guy, who has Jack Magnum, his goat, and is the most arguably attached to his cockatrice, a velociraptor-style land bird monster that he has been riding as a horse, though it bit him last episode, so he's currently riding with Tyler.
Oh.
Our heroes defeated their way through 2 realms. So, Shadow Nemesis has become a Dark Lord, New Rogue has become a Dark Lord, and our heroes have entered a 3rd realm that appears to be a Groundhog Day-style scenario that they are battling their way forwards and through. In our most recent episodes, Dell was eaten by a giant owl and was pulled away from the rest of the team, while Shadow Nemesis took over a talisman of ultimate evil, and the other 3, Tyler managed to stop them from murdering each other, and they went back to town. Their plan is to go to town, get some stuff, and then go to the monastery. Dell is inside a bird. No one knows what happened. That's McKetchup. I got to write this one down, I'm realizing. It'll be good if I script this. I've said it enough times.
Yeah.
But that's the intro.
Rhyme.
Oh, yeah, I could do it. The whole thing could be a limerick.
Yeah.
Isn't there someone in chat who can do that?
There once was a town full of corn.
I was gonna. Yeah. Well, but maybe we'll make it a bit goal for me to have to make my intro rhyme at some point. We can do that as a real punishment to myself for next week. And with that, it's time for us to return to Ravenloft. Dell, you are inside a barn, staring at New Rogue, who is throwing rocks at Shadow Nemesis, who has claimed the talisman of ultimate evil before Tyler stormed out, knowing that it was up to you to solve this whole thing, when all of a sudden you hear the feathers flutter and you are absorbed into the dark interior of a bird that immediately takes flight. You are jostled back and forth as this bird soars upwards. You didn't really see very much about it. If you want to roll me a perception.
Okay, yes.
We can see if you saw anything of this blur before you were just
Ooh,
fully engulfed.
21.
All right, you saw a giant owl just before it happened. You know exactly what it happened like. One of those horned owls, but you went in through the beak and into the body. You could feel the muscles around you. It is in pure darkness. What do you do?
Well, I take a moment because as I was standing there, I thought, all I want to do is not deal with this boys situation. And then I didn't have to. So for a moment, it's okay. And then it's like, giant bird. Seems bad. So I don't know if it works, but I guess I'm going to try to yell at the bird from inside of the bird, if it can hear me, and say, land! and cast command on it.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. How does command work?
Command is...
I was going to say, let's get specific because we are definitely in an edge case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think there's an important distinction to be made in how this
Oh,
spell works.
yep. Yeah, no, it's true. It's not going to work because it needs to understand my language. So
I remember this problem very well.
But we can yell it anyway. This is how the fun starts.
Yep. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow the command.
Okay.
You don't know. It could be like
You don't know.
Talky bird. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, we have two different tests. So I need to know how loud you were able to yell while also being jostled inside the stomach of a bird.
Okay.
So can you roll me? I would accept an athletics or a performance in this case because I feel like this is a performing yelling.
A performance yell.
Great.
So that is a 25.
Whoa.
Okay.
God damn.
You will be loud. You were effectively very loud. It turns out you've got your voice resonates at the more hollow bones inside this large bird. So you get that reverberation through to be heard.
Yeah.
Now, what do I need to roll for this bird?
A wisdom saving throw if it can understand me. But if it doesn't understand me, it cannot follow my command.
But you were speaking common, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and you are heard. An interesting fact is owls can understand common.
What?
So canonically, according to D&D, it can understand what you are saying. So what is the DC on this check?
15.
15. Okay.
Wow.
Maybe.
To be clear, common is the like generic
common is
the English
language,
or
not the rapper.
like the language of the players at the
I
table.
think, kind of whatever the language of the table is. So common
That
would
makes
just
more
be,
sense.
if you were American, it would be English.
Yeah, English is me
if
being
you were
biased, but
France, if you were in France, it'd be
whatever.
French. But it's kind of the given neutral language of the D&D world. With a nat 20. The bird ignores you, but you feel it swirl into a swoop. Can you roll me a dexterity saving throw?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if those are my tough ones here. Oh, it's a 6. It's a 6. It's not good.
You will take 3 points of damage as you are banged around inside this bird.
Oh, my head is spinning from being banged around in this bird. I'm cranky. That's it. I take out the reality blade. I'm just stabbing inside this bird. Forget this. This is stupid.
All right, roll me an attack.
Okay.
I'll say with advantage if you're just stabbing around
All
near
right,
you.
thank you.
One way or another, this bird is landing.
All right, that's better. The reality blade is +6, so that is 24 to hit.
24 will hit the bird. Roll your damage.
All right. It is 5 damage.
5 damage. You stab and you deal 5 damage to this giant owl, which begins to rotate even more violently. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
No. Is this the end? Oh no, it's 7.
Oh.
What's your health at, Del?
It's at 6.
There you go. See, people, I just want the listeners at home to know exactly how tough this is.
Thanks for joining us tonight, Del.
Yeah, thanks.
Deals
Del, yeah.
you 2 points of damage.
Okay.
You're going to be one of those like owl pellets. This is going to poop you out, and we're going to find you. This is the life.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Del bits.
it should be pretty soft in there. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just talking to myself. I'm like, self, it's gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. You got this, Del. You're gonna be fine. And I cast healing word on myself at second level. So that is 4, 8, 9 hit points back for me.
That's good.
All right.
And I'm just yelling from inside this bird. Bird, if you don't land, I'm just gonna keep stabbing you. We will go down together. We will go down together, me and you, bird. I'm just
Is there a spell related to that?
I will cast. Let's see. I'm just gonna stab it again. I'm just stabbing this bird with my sword, my little reality blade knife.
Yep, that's reasonable.
All right.
Roll your attack with advantage. You're inside the bird.
All right. So that is 24 to hit.
Man.
It's working out. It's stabbing
Nice.
inside of the bird.
You just being spun around like the inside of a dryer in pitch darkness, yelling and stabbing.
Yeah, that's what's
Well, it's like,
happening.
how could you miss, right? Like, yeah, you're inside the target.
It's only 4 damage. It seems like it's a very tough bird.
Yeah.
There's
You
some thick
are
bird
correct.
business.
Probably not the first alive thing this bird has ever tried to eat.
Yep. You hear the bird caw and spin in the air as its gullet opens. Del, when you look down, you can see that you are hundreds of feet above the forests and the ground. You are beginning to tumble out of the beacon, out of the hole. What do you do?
No, I'm gonna stab in to try and hold on inside of the bird.
Okay, roll me an attack with disadvantage.
Okay. Oh man. One was a nat 20 and the other one's a 19, which gives us
Oh, right.
25 to hit.
Holy shit.
25. You jam that blade in between 2 ribs and are managing to hold on as this bird tries to barf you out with a several 100-foot fall to the ground.
Oh, I'm just gonna try it again. Land. Cast comes out.
Great.
So it needs
All right.
wisdom saving throw DC 15.
That is a 4. So the bird begins to land by folding its wings inwards and speeding towards the ground in a corkscrew. Can you roll me another whatever you think is appropriate to hang on? Do you want to still use the blade or do you want to try something else?
Yeah, I'll use the blade. So a disadvantage
Check
attack.
to hold on.
This one will be a flat roll. No advantage, no disadvantage, because it's going down, but you're in it. So it's just like, are you going to get thrown back up? This
Right.
might be, if you think about it, more important to set yourself up for getting to the ground part.
Yeah. Well, I'm just doing my best to hang on. Oh, there we go. That's a 9.
Oh.
That's a 9. Okay, you lose the reality blade inside the bird as you are blasted back towards the kind of the butt end of the gullet inside this bird, looking at the gap below you. You are hanging on to nothing as it spirals towards the ground. Is there anything you want to do to prepare for landing or it attempting to perhaps eject you before it lands? The wind is swirling around you in a howl. You're hearing a whoo just of the owl clearly screaming as your magic forces it towards the ground.
I'm feeling like we both may not make it out of this. So I'm just going to cast a spell that I have not used yet as I put my hands up to my face because I'm barely hanging on anyway, and I like put my thumbs to my face and like I'm blowing a kiss, and a jut of fire just shoots out of the front of me in a cone at the bird.
Wow.
Okay, how does this work?
And it's the bird's probably going to be good at this, but it's a dexterity saving throw. And I
Okay.
cast, it was burning hands.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Yep, it's a dexterity saving throw, but you're inside the bird. I'm gonna make it roll with disadvantage to try to resist this. What's the DC?
It's going to be 15 again.
I am also gonna say that it's dexterity. Instead of its normal +2 to this roll, I'm gonna make it +0. I don't think it helps you if you're in the bird for the bird to be like, "Look at me doing the bank." And it's like you hit the bird no matter what. This is just random chance if it can survive.
Yeah.
I'm going to
That's a 6. You definitely burned the shit out of this bird. So how much do you want the bird for, Del?
It's 3d6 fire damage. So that is 13 damage. 5 is 6 and a 2.
The hooing around you stops as this bird fills with the smell of charred flesh. You are now falling straight towards the ground. You are 100 feet up, sprinting through the air, just plummeting now. There's no control. There's nothing happening towards woods and the ground. You have time to do one action before you plow into the earth and or trees, Del. What do you do with it?
Let's see.
Time slows around you as you see your death seconds away.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm gonna cast guidance on myself. Like, whatever happens, screw you, bird.
Okay, yeah, let's do this. So how does it look for you to cast guidance before you plow into the ground?
My version of guidance is guiding whisper, so it's the ghost, and I'm like, Burner, what do I do?
Probably become one of us. I don't know. Help if we can.
Cool, see you soon.
Plummet. And just as you were about to hit the trees, the mist swirls up around you. Can you roll me a d6?
Oh, that's good.
It's something.
It's a 6.
Yay! You feel Werner's hands under your shoulders pull you back up as this bird comes crashing down around you and just pull you down out of the bird and over to the side. The corpse slams into the ground and you gently find yourself being set on the corpse of a giant owl countless miles from where you started.
Oh my God. Am I alive?
All you see around you are trees.
High five, Werner.
Werner can give you a physical handed high five, empowered by your magic in the mist before he fades back into his non-corporeal existence.
I got to get the reality blade out of this burning corpse thing. So I'm like kicking dirt onto it, trying to put it out first before I go rooting around in there.
Yep, you successfully put out the fire, search through the body. I need you to roll, not because you won't be able to find it. I need to know how messy you get before you find it as you go through this cooked from the inside bird. It's magically irradiated. Can you roll me an investigation? Or I would accept medicine, or I would accept nature. Nature for skinning a bird, medicine for guessing where inside it the knife must be, or investigation for going through bird parts to try to most efficiently discover the blade.
In there.
Yeah, I think it's investigation. It's just one step at a time through this bird. That's not bad. That's an 18.
18. Okay, you get a little sticky, but it's mainly, boots up to the knee and your hands. But you've got some gloves you can pull out and make work, so it's not too bad. Definitely, you smell like burnt, dead bird, but you have the reality blade once more.
Does it smell good?
Like cooked chicken?
Like cooked chicken? Yeah.
Well, I think the challenge is it's blackened, so your chicken options are raw or blackened.
Those are carcinogens.
Yeah. I don't think the feathers smell very good burnt either.
That's a good.
Well, it only
that's
burned
a
the
good point.
inside, technically. So
My bad. It smells
The
great.
inside
Okay.
matters.
Well,
you had to punch your way through raw chicken to get to the cooked chicken.
no, I'm pulling out some of the raw chicken, and I'm gonna find a stick, and then I'm gonna sit down, and with one of my other Lucretia powers, I will create bonfire. And I will just sit in front of a bonfire and roast some owl and sit, because I don't know where the hell I am. I'm just going to have a nice snack for a minute. Like, what else am I going to do? You know?
Del is at a bonfire, making a snack, cooking away, seeing what's going to happen. And we'll all find out after this quick commercial break. Del, nothing happens for about a half hour, but let's see how good you are at cooking owl. Can you roll me a survival?
Man, I'm rolling. I'm on fire. 21.
Oh, shit, yeah. Del, describe this feast of owl and 2 different things you find growing in the woods nearby that enhance your meal experience.
Yeah, I managed to find just the perfect stick and a bunch of other logs so I can make my little bonfire, but the perfect stick so I can put a bunch of different owl pieces on it and hang it and then put it across. And I realized, oh yeah, I have my paint set. So then I just paint the 2 little stands that are metal that I could put it across like it's a spit, put my stick on there. And then in the woods, I find some mushrooms, which to me look edible. They look normal. They look like normal ones. And then I find some of that fruit that the actual general was allergic to.
I think that was sun fruit, if I am correct.
That
but
sounds
let me
right,
confirm. Yep, it's sun fruit.
Yeah, you're on
Yeah.
some
It's very
Breath of the
spicy,
Wild
so-
kind of cooking.
Sounds
business.
delicious.
Yeah. But if I'm making it, just like all on a big stick so that there's little pieces of it all put together, shish kebab style. So
That's very nice.
It cooks beautifully. You get to eat as much as you want.
Yeah.
You find one big leaf you can use as a plate so that you can actually take the meat off and deal with it between the blade and the leaf. It's there. It's just a nice, comfortable feast for you. Can you roll me a perception?
well,
the other shoe dropping.
I rolled a 1, which
There we
means
go.
I have to roll. Let's see what happens
Ghost
to me.
time, right?
Yeah, what happens to me because of this?
The meal was too good. You were distracted.
That's right.
And I rolled a 1. I have disadvantage on my next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
All right. You just feel a chill run down your spine as you hear something smashing through the woods, turning just in time to see an out-of-breath Rumpleforeskin stumble into the clearing, going, "Oh, hey, girl.
Rumpleforeskin, oh my god!
I thought I was hoping to smoke with you girls that I wouldn't just get fucking murdered in the woods, you know?"
I'm glad neither of us are going to get murdered in the woods now. Oh my god, now we get to... Wait, do you want some of my shish kebab owl? And then we can have some chai tea with it?
I'm very tempted, but we kind of drew the attention of, for lack of a better term, a giant dinosaur. We should really leave.
Okay.
And you hear a roar in the close distance.
All right. I'm gonna bring my stick, and I grab my stick, and I jump up on Rumpleforeskin.
Okay, priorities. And Rumpleforeskin takes off, where you are both now racing through the woods, dodging trees, trying to escape a roar that you can hear in the near distance. Again, just terrifying, bone shaking. You can actually feel it. It's low enough that it's vibrating the bones of Rumpleforeskin as you are riding. I need you to roll an athletics roll for Rumpleforeskin.
All right. I
have the stats, but your ghosts are interfering with this particular circumstance.
It is true. Would I be able to cast Guiding Whispers on Rumpleforeskin at the same time, since the ghosts are haranguing me right now?
I am going to say, because the ghosts are haranguing you, no. Once this is through, because this is affecting your, it's your first die roll.
Understood. All right, here we go. Disadvantage. It's not good. It is a 6.
It is a 6.
Yes, it is.
It is not good. You have that moment where you are riding Rumple Foreskin going through the forest, and you look back and you just see 2 trees smashed down and aside. And you are looking up at, as far as you can tell, the closest approximation would be a T-Rex from Jurassic Park, but with black and white zebra stripes down its spine and one massive scar over one eye. Ooh. It is sprinting towards you at full speed, head low, mouth open. It roars, and you realize it is closing in. Can you roll me another athletics? Now, you can do that because that's the roll for Rumple Foreskin, and I'm also interested to know what you are doing as this beast pursues you.
Yes. So Rumple Foreskin will keep running, and I'm turned back, looking back at the T-Rex, and I start yelling at it. You're big, dumb, and you suck. You're extinct. You are crap at everything. You can't hit us. And cast vicious mockery on the T-Rex.
Oh my god!
All right, what do I have to roll for the T-Rex?
Okay.
Yeah. My confidence.
Do a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god!
A wisdom saving throw. Okay, let's see how wise this T-Rex is. It rolls a 12.
Oh, it fails. So that's it was a DC 15, and because I'm level 5, it takes 2d4 damage, and it has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes.
Okay,
very nice.
So
very nice.
I rolled pretty decent, so it's 7 damage.
Hell yeah.
Okay, you see that you have done 7 damage, but even the magic itself, the words are glancing off of the terrifying, leathery, pebbled skin of this alpha predator chasing you through. Just a peak predator of the environment, screeching so gutturally it's shaking your whole body as it's just 15 feet away, pursuing. Can you roll an athletics for Rumple Foreskin?
Yep. Oh, it's a 17.
17, which becomes a 21.
Wow.
Versus
Rumple.
The T-Rex is falling behind, but you see just all of a sudden out of the corner of your eye, a small bat swoop down with galactic wings, and the T-Rex attacks and misses altogether. There is now Ivan has joined the race. There is. Ivan, can you roll me a perception, Del?
Yeah. It's an 8.
It's Ivan. That's all you know. Ivan is flying worse than normal, racing towards you with a T-Rex in hot pursuit while you are on Rumple Foreskin. It is another attempt to move forwards. A new round has begun. What do you do, Del?
I am throwing my chicken stick, my owl chicken stick at it. Like, go fetch, like off to the side.
Ooh, that is a very good ploy. Roll me a persuasion with advantage.
Okay. Oh, it's a I rolled an 8 and a 9, which makes my persuasion 16.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Very persuasive.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the T-Rex rolled a 4, so it follows, its vision is based on movement. It throws the stick, and you see it smell, and it turns after the stick, but it lashes out at Ivan on the way, and it will hit.
My poor boy at every turn.
And Ivan is snapped into darkness as he is swallowed, along with a finger you did not see, Del. As this monster turns aside and goes after the stick with you and Rumple Foreskin still sprinting ahead and away to get away from where this beast was left behind. Is there anything you say or do?
I think just as we're speeding away, I will also cast Minor Illusion towards the stick and make another big booming roar sound so that it can like be distracted by my fake whatever that's over there.
Amazing. You set that up as well.
Great.
It goes off. You can hear an answering roar. It's clear that this is the giant King Kong yelling at Godzilla moment in the woods with your fake King Kong.
And then I'm laying down, and my arms are around Rumpleforskid's neck, and like, oh, thank you, you saved us. Oh my God, thank you for saving us.
You did it too. I'm not gonna slow down till we go back to.
No. Keep going. Keep going.
We're gonna do this. And you just keep galloping through the woods into the distance. And we cut ahead and into the distance where three, I don't know that I can say heroes. I don't know that I can say anti-heroes. I don't even know that I can say people.
Schmucks.
The group formerly known as Wet Change are standing outside of Corntown. You have been told by Nicholas Philip Church that he will go in and get the town to give you whatever you need because he trusts New Rogue as a cleric because it is a religious town and Nicholas Philip Church is especially religious. You are here knowing that you have discussed wanting to go to the monastery to see, I think the plan was to, learn as much as you can before you die horrifically at the monastery. And to figure out what you need to collect from this town before going there. The only person who has been able to have any kind of small rest, any kind of short rest at this time is Shadow Nemesis, who managed to get one on the ride. Tyler, you didn't even attempt one, and New Rogue, you were almost turned to stone by Westra, who then attacked you again, and then you rode the rest of the way with Tyler because it was unsafe.
Yeah.
For all of you, it is about, like, if we're using like daytime hours, who would be able to keep track of the time? It's like afternoon-ish.
I've got my watch.
Oh, you've got your watch. Perfect. It's like about 3:30 is where you would see on the daytime because it still works as a watch. But you were outside of town. Is there a particular strategy you want to have going into town? What do you guys want to collect? You have your cockatrices along with Westra, who currently no one is riding. The Doctor Deputy is with you. I hand this moment back to you, boys.
I mean, I kind of wanted to check out this bakery. So maybe Shadow Nemesis would be like, I'm gonna, we'll catch up with an actual plan in a bit, but I'm gonna go check out that bakery, and I'm gonna walk.
So
to
he's
the bakery
riding
and
into
go
town to check out the bakery. Do you guys respond to that? Do you have anything you'd do?
No, I'm glad, that he goes somewhere else just for a bit, but I'm also a little concerned, but I also have all this corn that I want to bestow upon, the people, because I brought it back as a goodwill offering.
Yeah. Did you give Nicholas Philip Church all of the corn you had with you? Or
I
did you
thought
give
I only gave him a lot, but not all of it. Right?
Only a lot.
Can you roll me 2d6?
All right. 5, 1, 6.
Okay, and can you roll me 2d6 again?
6, 4. So 10 and 6.
So you gave 10 cobs of corn, ears of corn, 10 whatever pieces of corn to Nicholas. You still have 6. So you have 6 ears of corn you can bestow upon whoever you come to.
Okay, great. All right. It's just going to be like Christmas time for these folks. And
Christmas corn?
Yeah. Oi, people, who wants a corn? I'm going to ingratiate myself.
That's New Rogue's plan. He's gonna graciously give corn to the people of Corntown. Tyler, what do you think? What are you doing?
Well, they're both declaring what they want to do.
It's her favorite thing.
Tyler will just respond. I will just respond. All right, yeah, do whatever you want. Be back here in 15 minutes. We're meeting here, and then we're gonna go. And I will head into town to see if I can trade, or I don't have any money. So yeah, trade or ask for some health potions and maybe some armor or equipment or something like that, just to help us out.
Great. Can each of you roll me initiative? So we find out who gets to go where first.
2.
All right.
So that's not happening.
Christmas corn's gotta wait.
Oh no.
2 more sleeps till Christmas corn.
I rolled a total of
2 more scenes till Christmas corn.
Yeah. What did you get, Adam?
I got a total of 13.
I got 11.
There you go.
Yeah.
I love Christmas corn.
Okay,
little
Shadow
sketch.
Nemesis. You make your way into town. You ride kind of down past the other structures to Buttermilk Biscuits, where you look out front and you see the gnome that you know as Gregornant Man sitting. He's got a barrel next to him. He's got his spyglass and his little yelling horn, and he's just sitting there looking around. What do you do?
So, okay, I don't know if I need to roll something for this. I don't think I have met him on this day yet.
Correct. You have not met him on this day yet.
Right. So I will kind of saddle up and go up next to him and be like, ho there, good sir. Is this your bakery shop by chance?
No, I'm just doing a sit. This is Buttermilk Biscuits. I'm just Gregornant Man.
Oh, Gregornant Man.
Who are you, fine traveler? Are you one of the general's band? Nicholas Philip Church told us we had to do whatever we could to help you.
Why, yes. How very perceptive of you. I am the general's jester, don't you know? And I have
All right, you got any jokes for me?
Well, I do have one, and it involves that spyglass. Could I borrow that for a second?
I thought it was a joke, not close-up magic.
Oh, I'm a prop comic, so I need some props.
All right.
There's this guy where I come from called Carrot Top. He's like aces, so I would need that in order to portray my humor, as it were.
Oh, you're from Carrot Town?
Well, close to Carrot Town, but not your town.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, here you could take the spyglass, and he gets up, walks over to you, and hands the spyglass up to you because you're still sitting on Deathstalker, correct?
Yes, I guess it didn't
Great.
dismount.
He extends the spyglass up to you.
Oh, thank you. I take it. Let's see as I spin it around my hand. Prop comic. I hold it under my nose. I'm just like, what good day there, sir. Isn't it such a hot day in the country? Hot dog.
Can you roll me a performance with disadvantage?
Oh, no. Man,
I like Ryan's.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Ooh, performance, eh? Well, that is a total of 8.
I mean, I don't know that dialect you're using there, sir, and you have an incredibly uneven mustache. Can I have that back?
But yeah, well, that's the joke, I guess, because it's not a mustache. It's actually
It's not a joke. You said hot dog at the end. That doesn't have to do with the mustache. All right, thank you. And he's reached up to take the spyglass back.
Here, take it. All right. Well, you know if the guy's in this cookie store?
The Buttermilk Biscuit? Yeah, you can go on in.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Hey, you want to come in with me?
What? Why?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I can make up to you for the bad joke. Maybe I could buy you a cookie.
That's actually a pretty good pitch. All right, yeah, let's go in together.
Yeah, come on in. I say.
And the two of you head into Buttermilk Biscuits, because there's no way anything nefarious is going to happen.
No.
Let's take a quick commercial break right there.
Oh, no.
Shadow Nemesis. You, along with Gregornant Man, enter Buttermilk Biscuits. From the outside, it's the traditional store you would expect in any Western town in a movie. But the moment you step inside, you are in a biscuit-filled wonderland. There are wooden tables that have been carved into the shape of biscuits. The plates you can see set out are miniature biscuits. The chairs have biscuit seats and biscuit bags. There is a large stand with fresh-baked biscuits stacked on biscuit plates, and behind it is a human man who turns. He's got a hat. It's a chef's hat, but on the top is a biscuit and an apron covered in various biscuit-shaped buttons. And he says, "Hey, welcome to Buttermilk Biscuits, Buttermilk Biscuits. What can I get for you? Everywhere else in town, my name's Audio Duckin', but in here, I'm Buttermilk Biscuits, Buttermilk Biscuits."
Oh my
Would you like
goodness!
some biscuits?
Oh my! I'm overwhelmed. There's so many biscuits. Buttermilk biscuits. Buttermilk biscuits.
Oh, that's the name of the store. My name's Buttermilk Biscuits.
Oh, just once. Okay.
No, say it twice.
Well. Great. Okay. So, hey, why don't you tell me about some of your biscuits here? I would maybe like to pick up a box of like 6.
Okay, well, there's this one and it's buttermilk, and then this one and it's buttermilk as well over here if you'd like this buttermilk biscuit. Or there's this one that I've made with the finest buttermilk. This one over here is also a buttermilk biscuit, and this one I like to call a biscuit buttermilk because I make it in the reverse order even though it looks the same.
Now, while he's talking and telling me about all this stuff, can I like kind of look around the store and kind of see, like, I want to scope out windows. I want to scope out the door. Like, I want to make sure exits.
Feel free.
Things like that.
He's not going to stop, so please roll me a perception.
Perception. Okay. All right.
What was it that got you, Del?
It's everything.
Yeah.
It's everything.
Perception 0. Damn it.
Plus the
2.
during it.
You get it too. Don't look over there. Look at me. I got more biscuits. And he starts coming out and steering you to other biscuits. This biscuit looks like that chair. I don't know if you've noticed. And I got biscuit candles. You bake a biscuit and you leave it long enough, it gets real hard. You put a candle in it. It's a buttermilk biscuit candle that smells like buttermilk.
All right. I'll just pick 6. Just pick 6 for me. I'll take that.
Take these 6 right here. Oh, there we go. Do you want a regular box or a big old biscuit box?
What's a biscuit box? Is it made of biscuits?
I'm so glad you asked. And he reaches into a side cupboard and pulls it out, and it is a biscuit that has clearly been hollowed out. He's like, "See, then you put the biscuits in, and I put another biscuit on top. It's the biscuit box."
Okay. Fine. I'll take that. I'll take the biscuit box.
Right.
The Nick in town said I could get stuff for our.
Yep, you can have
trip.
this biscuit box for free. Do you need more biscuits to win the war?
Yeah. Hey, how many can I get for free?
Oh, you can have them all.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
just a second. I'll start boxing them up for you.
Hey,
And
why don't
he's
I
just
help you?
Stacking. Oh, sure. Come on
Sure.
back.
Hey, Gregorton, why don't we come in the back and you can help me with boxing these biscuits?
What are you actually going to use these for? Because this
well,
seems needless.
No, we brought some food for everybody, and we're going to have a little bit of a feast before we head out. We got corn, we got some bread and such, and now we have biscuits.
But from what I understood, you needed this for the battle, so you're supposed to help with that. Now it feels like you're taking all the biscuits from a mentally ill person and then giving it to the rest of town at no cost. This feels like a reverse. You ever heard of Robin Hood, the famous Aarakocra thief?
Oh, I mean, yes.
Yeah, he stole from the
okay.
He stole from the rich and gave to the poor. This feels like stealing from an idiot and giving to just the normals.
Well, I look, I asked how much it was. I'm not stealing from him, right? I'm just saying I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to give the town biscuits as a thank you for welcoming us. And then I was going to go to the blacksmith shop and I was going to maybe get a new weapon or something.
All right, I boxed up 100 biscuits inside a bunch of biscuit boxes. You can stack them up. I got this biscuit cart. The wheels are real stale. Don't eat them, but they'll wheel around real good.
Oh, okay. Man, I'm trying, like, in my head, I'm like, I really wanted to find a way to murder this Gregorton guy in this shop, but this great salesman is bothering me, Shadow Master. Any suggestions?
I mean, you want me to help you with a murder? What What's the value? We've died in this town so many times. Why are we trying to kill here? We said get Gregor onto the roof where no one can see, or get him out of town, and then we can eat him.
Well, yeah, we can shove him in these biscuits, though. Like, I figure if I can kill him and put him in biscuits, then I can take his
I have a lot of respect for you, but you tend to get really caught up in a theme, and I think our goal is actually unrelated to biscuits. This strange man is just somehow mesmerizing us.
God, I know he's really. I like these biscuit boxes. They're like, I've never seen anything like it. It's a biscuit that you put biscuits in. Why is that so appealing?
Biscuit boxes. Do you want to try a biscuit barrel? It might make it even bigger.
Oh, yeah. Hey, how big is a biscuit barrel?
Oh, you can fit a whole person in there. And he just starts taking out a clearly a stack of biscuits that have been fused together in an oven and haul it out in the middle. All right, should I put the biscuit boxes down in there for you? Or do you want to climb in and then pop out and be like, biscuits for everyone at the war?
Hey, Gregor, that's a pretty good idea. What if you got in a barrel and you can jump out as a surprise to give everyone biscuits?
Can you roll me persuasion?
Okay. Come on. Okay, that is a 15.
I still don't get it, but I'm supposed to help because you're going to save everyone's lives, so okay.
Great. All right. In you go.
Get on in, Greg. And Buttermilk Biscuits just shoves Greg in and starts pouring the biscuits in. And hold this box. Crouch. Crouch, Mr. Man. Crouch. Okay, good.
I'll help to push the biscuits in, and I want to very stealthily take off my amulet, and as I'm pushing the biscuits in, I want to touch Gregornan with the amulet and one shot kill him.
Okay. Can you roll me a sleight of hand?
Ooh, okay. Okay, +4.
One fear.
Yeah. 9.
You really sold that 9. I was excited for a second.
You are surrounded by so many biscuits that you can't get past Buttermilk Biscuits, who keeps dumping more and more biscuits. You reach out with the talisman, it gets slapped aside. And you reach out, it gets slapped aside.
God. All right. Fine.
Yeah, thanks for helping. This is great. I haven't been able to use one of the barrels in so long.
No, I stealthily put the necklace back on, and I'm just like, well, you've been quite helpful. I'll take this barrel now.
All right, I got it on the biscuit cart. Take it out and do a surprise at the war. Feed the troops or whatever.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Buttermilk Biscuits.
Oh, you're welcome. Goodbye.
Goodbye. And I sadly wheel it out because I wasn't able to kill Gregornan. But I'll whisper to him and be like, okay, Gregornan, you stay in that barrel until I give you the okay to jump out.
Is there going to be a particular signal for when I get to come out of this barrel?
Oh, okay. I'll say, how many biscuits? And then you jump out and you say this many and start chucking biscuits at people.
I don't get how that's funny, but okay.
Just trust me. It's a prop comedy thing. It'll work. Trust me. But be quiet. Don't say anything.
Okay.
Excellent.
And you begin wheeling the biscuit cart. You begin wheeling the biscuit cart with the biscuit barrel within which are countless biscuits and the unknowing Gregornant man. Shadow Nemesis has a plan. None of us really know what it is, but nothing's going to stop him. Not even Buttermilk Biscuits. And that's the end of our first episode.
That's the end of this episode, listener, but next week you could become a watcher and affect the Jesters' adventures by joining our Twitch stream, which happens every Wednesday night. If you join our Twitch chat, you can give the cast magical items, name NPCs, and decide the events that shape Ravenloft. So catch up on the story, follow Dum Dum Dice on Twitch, and join our weekly stream right away. Jesters of Ravenloft features the voices of players Tyler Hewitt, Del Borovic, Guy Bradford, and Adam McNamara, alongside Dungeon Master Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Jesters of Ravenloft's artwork was created by Del Borovic at delborovic.com. That's DELBOROVIC. Our theme song is Dark Mysterious Halloween Night by Sound Gallery by Dimitri Taras, and our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, JAHZZAR, whose music is available at freemusicarchive.org. For all things Dum-Dums and Dice, including merchandise and how to join our Patreon, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. That's DUMBDICE. Now get out of here before the mist gets you too!
Dum-Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time: Christopher Little, George Dolby, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Logan, Fire Unfriendly, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Stabby Stranger, Glitch Trick, Flynn1138, Alarain Okapi, Schrodinger's Pepper, Madre de Gatos, Lady Maiden, Mithrian, Garbo Ape, Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marine, Dagger Rain, Rob L, Dia De Los Hoodless, Squishy Werewolf, Remy Funky Head, Accent Therapeutic Services in Florence, Kentucky, Lael, Shulzari, The Long Family, Jordan Oliver, Richard Wright, Brittany Fenwick, Alex Parr, Dragonfly, The Body Barrelers, Megan Werner, A Man Out of Time, Curtis at FingerTechRobotics.com, Panda24NN, Shendra D, Your Homeboy Bones, The Gator Family, Ellis Hatch, Odigenous, Beef Not Cheese, Kai Koa, Squire Solaire, Sandy Sassy Pants, Adam, Amira Lockhart, James Molina, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumdumdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.